Hey everyone, so this past week, we got some huge moves in the gaming world, from a mega blockbuster delay to handheld upgrades. So the big players just shook things up. So strap in, as we're going to dive into the latest news that you absolutely need to know about from last week and how it's going to affect you. So let's dive into this. So let's go ahead and start off the gaming news this week with a bang. I think we all knew it was going to happen. Any guesses? So if you thought waiting years for a game was enough, nope, there's a whole lot more. As much as I hate to say it, yes, the highly anticipated Grand Theft Auto 6 from Rockstar Games has been delayed again. This time now targeting November 19th of 2026. Any gambles to see if it goes into 2027? If I was a betting man, I don't think I would take that. So in their announcement, the publisher Take-Two Interactive said the extra time is needed to hit the level of polish that you would expect and deserve when it comes to their games. Take all the time that you need, because if this truly is going to be the biggest gaming launch and release, which I truly believe it's going to be, take as much time as you need. I mean, what's another 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 years, right? The reality of it all is, when I sit there and I think of even Cyberpunk, that game, it needed way more polish before it released, but unfortunately you do get a lot of upper echelon CEOs or executives who truly think that they know what it's all about and they know what the gamer needs, and they make deadlines and they promise shareholders. So yeah, they always release a game in a broken state. Really puts a taint on the game and the promises that typically are given up to launch time. So in this case, if you want to delay GTA 6, so be it, or at least in my opinion. I want to see a well-deserved polished game come out, one that's going to reshape the genre of video games as we know it. So fingers crossed, right? So why does it matter to you, to me, and to many people? It's very simple. This just isn't another game. This is one of the biggest titles, I think, of the entire decade. I mean, to be honest, think about it. Every time they delay this game, it ripples through the hardware, sales, hyper cycles, and basically backlog planning. I know for a fact when it comes to me, I have, again, I think I've said it many times, thousands of games on my backlog. So yeah, I will probably delay many games, especially when GTA 6 does officially release, as I will play this day one. So with the announcement of Grand Theft Auto 6 being delayed, so the GTA maker, Rockstar Games, it was accused by the trade union of sacking staff in the UK to stop them from unionizing. That action was taken against a small number of individuals who were found to be distributing and discussing confidential information in a public forum. Also stated that this was in no way related to people's rights to join a union or engage. So now I'm going to go ahead and flip the script over to handheld upgrades. Do you want a quick gaming fix? Well, what I can tell you, this one is going to be for you. So the PlayStation Portal from PlayStation got a major software update. It's PS Plus Premier members. So what does this actually mean? Here are some of the feature highlights that you can expect. One is, so you can stream select PS5 games you own directly, without tethering now to your PS5. There is a big UI overhaul, dedicated tabs for remote play, cloud streaming, search. It also includes supporting 3D audio, accessibility improvements, passcode locks, and even a network status screen. So just a little bit more information I come across, the kind of behind the scenes. So according to Sony's senior management, so 70% of premium tier portal owners in beta are already using the cloud streaming. So when you kind of throw all this together, it simply boils down to the fact that now you can now fire up your own game while someone else is actually using the TV. This also kind of raises the bar if you truly think about it. So while the big blockbuster did get bumped, you've got a way to keep gaming. You still got a way to keep gaming now. So next up, let's talk about the multiplayer giants as they are getting ready to rumble. We all like to talk about our KD or kill-death ratio. I know, unfortunately, I never talk about it anymore because, unfortunately, I tend to always have more deaths than kills. And I guess as I get older, my eye-hand coordination isn't as good as it used to be. But for those who still treasure that kill-to-death ratio, you might think it's safe, but think again. So I'm assuming many of you out there already know. So there is an upcoming Call of Duty Black Ops 7. So they're already revealing some of the details. 19 multiplayer maps. There's full launch modes. All of this, there's going to be a breakdown ahead of the November 14th release. So definitely pay attention. So definitely be on the lookout for that. And also from what I'm seeing online is there's already multiple global hype events that have already kicked off, along with there's marketing calls. They're basically stating which the biggest campaign yet for the franchise. So what does that mean? I am not sure yet, but I can tell you I'm super excited to learn all about it. So basically leading up to the November 14th release, now's the time. So you might want to begin planning your pre-entry load. Choose your map, your rotations, maybe squad up, find some friends, and get ready because as I stated, the release of the Call of Duty Black Ops 7 is coming, and before you know it, it's going to be on top of all of us. Battlefield just simply isn't in the gaming world. It's on your shelf and in your subscription feed. So for all of you GeForce NOW players, there's over 20 day and date titles that were announced. That's coming this month, so a big deal if you like to stream games. So Nintendo also updated its November release schedule, and again, it's important for any backlog or seasonal planning that you might want to start doing. All right, so up to this point, we've talked about hardware, we've talked about some major releases. There's still one more side of the coin that I want to touch base on when it comes to all of this, and it's all about the money. So for the gaming industry, billions are on the line, and it does affect you whether you notice it or not. Of course, when you think about Grand Theft Auto 6, it caused more than a 7% drop in Take-Two shares. Honestly, is that really a big deal? Because when that game does release, I have a feeling it's going to generate billions. You know, another major thing that when you start thinking about money and the gaming business is all about the game development culture and the labor issues that have come into focus. You know, the firings at Rockstar and basically the union talks that kind of caused this whole public relations mess. This echoes across the entire gaming industry, and it's all around how the games are made and how long they actually take when it boils down to it. Sure, AAA titles are great, bigger budgets, and to be honest, if done right, some of the best games you're ever going to see. But at the same time, or at least more recently in the last several years, broken games, bugs everywhere you walk, tons of errors, deficiencies in the design. And basically what it boils down to is the game just isn't fun. I am not going to spend hours playing a game if I'm literally rolling my eyes every time I read something or every time I, go into a new level. Unfortunately, at the same time, we all know this happens constantly. Day one patches. I mean, why do I spend my hard-earned money only to find out I can't play the game and I gotta wait for a patch to come out? Look, I understand. Games can be very complex. I mean, you can have millions of lines of code and you have millions of, you have thousands of different systems, especially when you talk about a PC. Everybody has different configurations. So yeah, I understand when there's issues, but I mean, a lot of it is inexcusable, or at least in my opinion. When you flip the script and then you start thinking about an indie game, indie games are able to take more risk. Smaller budgets, less people, but they're willing to take that risk because they know that if they create something unique and that gamers maybe haven't seen before, they're going to jump right in. And you know what? I can tell you what, I have no problem buying an indie game for what it might cost me for one day of lunch. So if you enjoyed this breakdown, hit the like button, subscribe for more no-nonsense reviews and commentary, and ring the bell so you don't miss the next news roundup. While you're at it, drop a comment below. Tell me what game are you playing this week as you wait for the next big one to come out. So with that, hit F5, reset and reload. I'm F5 Dad, and I will see you on the next video.